Is this the end for third-party apps? Riot released some upcoming matchmaking and champion select changes for fall of 2022, and these changes will directly affect your use of Porofessor, FaceCheck, Blitz, Mobalytics, and all the other apps that I review on this channel. Let's take a look at the changes Riot is making, and I will give my opinions and thoughts on how this will affect your use of third-party apps. If you enjoy this video, you know what to do, like and subscribe. We are pushing for 1,000 subscribers, and you need to be a part of it. Now let's take a look at these patch notes. Riot is implementing champion select anonymity. Obviously, you cannot see your opponent's team names, but now Riot will be blocking your teammates' team names. I am not reading everything in their own words. Today, a lot of people use external websites and third-party apps that provide all sorts of information about their teammates. With this information, players are drawing conclusions that aren't necessarily correct and pressuring their teammates into things that they might not want to do, like picking the exact same champion every game because it's the highest win rate or most played. If you can't stand up to the pressures of some random stranger on the internet, then good luck on prom night. Riot is doing this to prevent pre-game flame and to prevent dodge pressure. I get it, but I still think it's stupid. Some moron is going to lock in Yuumi jungle in ranked and make you dodge. It has nothing to do with who is piloting that or whatever scouting report they got. Riot also claims to be ironing out the details and will probably start with summoner name anonymity for ranked. In my opinion, this is horrible. Your ranked points are on the line. I want someone bringing their A game. I don't want to be playing with a mid lane virgin. Seriously, if I queued up for mid lane in ranked, I should never actually play that game. Everyone should know to dodge and has a right to know that it's free gold for the mid lane. If you're on a loading screen and then FaceCheck whips out its scouting report, it's a big -15 right in your face. There's nothing you can do about it. You're locked in at that point. If anything, this is going to help your opponents out a lot more than it will help out your team. Your opponent is still seeing that mid lane virgin sign on the loading screen, and now you're up a creek without a paddle because the enemy Vi is going to be roasting marshmallows in the mid lane. You're also seeing that sign, but it's just 30 seconds too late. I see the purpose of this change, but I see more harm than good coming out of it. Let me know in the comments. In terms of affecting the use of third-party apps, this is not going to do anything. Most of the scouting reports that are used, they're looking for who on the other team to bully. Missing the scouting reports on your own team pre-loading screen won't change much in terms of knowing how to play the game a certain way. You will still know to play into the bot lane because of a skill gap, you just won't be able to see that pre-loading screen, which really isn't such a huge deal if you're playing with your own teammates. Riot is also implementing the loadout recommender. Think of this as similar to the item recommendations that you can get in-game, which I will give credit for. The item recommendations are absolutely fantastic, and if that is any basis to go by, this rune and spell recommendations could be a game changer. I also think that this is a massive middle finger to all of the rune importing apps. Runes are probably the last fundamental thing that new players learn, at least it was for me. I just clicked import and forgot about what runes do, which is exactly what Riot says. We want to reduce barriers to entry and ensure players have the best possible experience with the rune system when initially ramping up on the game. Additionally, this should be helpful for more veteran players who might currently go to external websites or apps to learn what to take on a champion they're not familiar with. Props to Riot Games for seeing the writing on the walls. If only they could give you more rune pages and remove the standard rune sets that nobody uses. But hey, small steps. I think that this is a good idea, but I also think that this could be a swift kick in the nuts for apps that do rune importing. Here's the thing. Depending on how Riot implements this, these runes could put all the rune importer apps to shame and take away any excuse for forgetting to do your runes. This will impact a lot of you guys. I know a lot of you who watch the channel use these apps for rune imports. This is a big deal. It takes a lot of the use of third-party apps out of the game. That is not to say that third-party apps don't do other things. If you want full information on what each app can do, check out my other videos on this channel. We won't know how good these rune recommendations are until it is released. I will do a follow-up on this. I will be interested to see what runes Riot recommends or how they decide to input these rune recommendations as well. Until then, I can't really gauge how well these will impact third-party app usage. For now, I will say that this could be a big deal and takes a decent amount of traffic away from third-party app usage. It will not affect me or this channel. I will continue to bring third-party app information to you every single week. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm out.